singing. We were just sitting here singing, and I didn't even notice. I didn't.
That's.
Just drive me home.
I'm gonna turn around.
Just drive me
I'm
home.
turning around.
Just drive me home.
I'm done.
Oh, you're recording. Anyway, I was just talking about how much I have a problem with people who have moved to Los Angeles. They're blocking the roads. So now you have to take no highways because, you know, if we got on the highway, we'd be stuck there for like 7 hours. And I don't want to potentially get in a collision. You know, I'd rather not die.
Oh shit, it's got dark.
I told you I escalate way too fast. Too much, too fast. Oh, that's nice.
He didn't think I was
But is it reserved?
I don't know. But
Sir?
the guy that I was about to run over just offered me a spot.
I think maybe he was concerned about where you were going.
Possibly. That's probably what that was.
Thank you, sir.
Happy October!
Happy
October!
Whoa.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi guys. This is gonna be a sadder episode, but also a happy one. But a good one.
Hap sad.
Sad.
Hap sad. No, wait, sad hap. Because it's gonna be sad at first and then happy after.
Sad up.
Sad hap. Okay, let's get started. I'm very awake. Are you very awake, Erica?
No.
No. Same.
So, a lot of us have been going through something that I feel like needs to be brought into light, and so does Natalie. We've all been feeling this way. Maybe it's the gloomy weather.
It could be. I truthfully think every actor goes through this. Every single actor, including the ones who are famous now, have gone through this or currently go through this or whatever, and people just don't like to talk about it.
Yeah.
People don't like to share this.
No. I don't
What's
know.
that thing we go through?
Depression.
Depression and sadness. Well,
And
I mean, not
constant-
everyone is clinically depressed, so
No.
saying depression, we're not trying to offend anyone who has legitimate clinical depression.
Being an actor is not easy, and you go through waves of happiness, sadness, feeling successful, feeling unsuccessful, and we're all moving nowhere fast. It took me a little bit to get that
It's
out.
okay.
But we're all, as actors, basically moving nowhere fast.
You'll have these little blips of moments where, and sometimes those blips last a while. I had one just yesterday. Sharing time. I was looking up headshots because I was trying to figure out what outfit to wear for mine. So I was just like seeing examples on different people that look similar to me, and then it kind of hit me like, oh my god, all these people look so similar to me. Oh man, the thing that you have to come to terms with is coming to LA, you are one of thousands and thousands who look just like you. My marketing is white girl, light eyes, light brown hair. I mean, there's so many people that fit that bill, that look my age, that, you know, have the same training. So how do you stand out? You know, it's a very disheartening feeling, and I had to kick my own ass, or kick my own butt, and tell myself that, yeah, people look the same as me, but I can offer something that they can't. I have something about my own essence that someone else cannot offer.
Yeah, that's just something you're gonna have to keep reminding
You
yourself.
have to keep telling yourself, because if you keep telling yourself, oh, there's so many people that look like me, you're just gonna ultimately fail because you're gonna give up.
The key to moving forward is having the confidence to be able to remind yourself that you do have that thing that nobody else has to offer.
Right.
It's like what we learn in our acting class. Good thoughts, good actor thoughts over bad actor thoughts. You gotta constantly have good thoughts, otherwise you're not gonna make it through. I mean, you are your own worst enemy in this situation. If you feed into the negativity, then all you're gonna get back is negativity. It's like what you give into the world is what you get back.
Yep.
Yeah, the golden rule.
Right, but with the bad actor thoughts, to get to a good actor thought, you just take the bad actor thought and do the opposite of it. So what would be a bad actor thought?
I'm not good enough.
I'm effing great. I'm really trying here.
I look too old for this role.
I look the perfect age for this role.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you get the point. You take all of your bad actor thoughts. So I encourage people to write them down. Even if you're not in the same schooling that we're in.
Yeah.
Write them down and then write down the opposite of them next to it so you can see what the good actor thought is.
It's a good therapeutic method just in everyday life.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna have bad thoughts just about things other than acting, which will bring you down.
Right.
Like, oh, I don't have enough money. Just say you're going through a time, but that rough time is gonna change at some point.
You'll get out of it.
You will. You just have to be positive and put good energy out there, and good energy will return. It's weird how things work out that way.
Yeah.
That's happened to me, you know. I went through a really rough patch recently, and I just kept telling myself, it will get better, it will get better, I will get money, I will do X, Y, and Z, things will happen, and they are.
It's manifesting.
Manifesting.
But you still have to work to put those things into motion. You can't just manifest and say it and then expect it to happen without you doing any of the work yourself.
It's like a combo of positive thoughts and working hard.
Yeah.
You can't just have things served to you on a silver platter.
So I guess what we're trying to say here is every single actor goes through this, and it's going to feel the hardest, and you're going to want to give up right before you succeed.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's true. There are actually many actors now that are famous or are well known that were right about to give up, and then something happened. You gotta not give up and keep putting that work in. But like one example I can think of off the top of my head is Jenna Fisher. Do you know who I'm talking about from The Office? She played Pam.
Yeah.
She was saying that right before she got The Office, she called her manager and said, I'm done acting. I don't want to do this anymore.
Can't imagine The Office without.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing with, I believe Laverne Cox said something about that. She said she was running into so many financial issues, and then she got Orange is the New Black, like right after that, and she was right about to quit, you know? So it's that moment when everything feels the darkest that things are going to light up.
And that's where positivity. Yeah.
Yeah. But really, and then, so it's not, the reality is you will go through financial struggles, you will go through emotional struggles, and also I think you'll go through a lot of friend struggles. You meet people out here who you think you might vibe with, or who you make a good connection with, and then a lot of, ultimately LA is business related.
Yeah.
And so you meet someone and it's not a real relationship, and especially for someone who came from like the Midwest mentality of thinking, it's very difficult to not want to like not get attached to people, but put work aside for a minute and just have a human conversation. And that doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, that's true. It's just people say this is the loneliest city in the world for a reason. You think you know someone and they are completely not what you thought they were.
A lot of people have faces. It's just like social media.
Yeah.
It's just like social media.
Real
It's like
life.
Instagram where you think, oh my god, these people are living it up, they have this great life, and then behind that it's either pretty sad or like pretty average.
It's like those things where the richest people don't flaunt their money, but the poorest people flaunt all of the things they have.
Yeah. You know, there's a lot that you've got to deal with, and I think just briefly we can talk about financial struggles, because I think a lot of people when they come out here or they start acting in general, they don't they don't understand the financial burden that you're putting yourself in.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I definitely could talk about that. Okay, so being an actor isn't cheap at all. You have to pay for headshots, you have to pay for classes, you have to pay for living, your breakdowns, services, a bunch of stuff just come up all the time.
You're just, like I said, on top of living.
Yeah.
Like your rent, your groceries, your gas.
It's just very expensive. And on top of that, being an actor, you need to have an open schedule. Because what if you get an audition last minute from your agent?
Which happens so much. You are not going to get like a week's notice generally. You'll get maybe, if they're gracious, 2 days.
I had one in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I got it in enough time to just get there.
Yeah.
It's just how it is. And with that being said, the most sought after job in this town, which everybody wants to do, including me, is to be a bartender late at night, or to have some stay-at-home job where you, I don't know, run a social media account from home.
Yeah.
Things where you control your own schedule. But there are ways around that. There are actually a bunch of jobs, aside from bartending and those stay-at-home jobs, that do give you a flexible schedule. But still, at the same time, it's not the same amount of money as like a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Being an actor, you have to hustle so hard. But the great part about that all is hustling motivates you and constantly fuels your fire. And if you're constantly doing something, like you don't even have time to think about, I don't have this, I don't have that. You just have to just keep going.
Do you remember what I asked you yesterday? We were talking last night, and I said, would you rather be working behind a desk, hating your job, and basically looking forward to 2 days, which is the weekend, or would you rather go through the struggles that we go through?
That's a good would you rather.
That's a great would you rather.
I would rather struggle.
Same.
I am a firm believer of being poor and happy than rich and sad.
Yep.
I'd rather do this any day. You know what people are doing right now?
They're 9 to 5s.
9 to 5, shitty ass jobs, and here we are
In
running around Burbank.
In a parking garage.
And that's what we're doing. We're giving 0 F's today. Zilch, nada, none. Another word for 0. Well, we're not doing any of that. We're not sitting at desk jobs. We're running people over. Yeah, it's set up and payoff. You know, right now we're in the setup phase, and one day you're gonna have it all pay off.
Sometimes people I think don't understand the amount of patience that you have to have in this field.
Patience is a virtue,
And
my
like
friends.
patience with people stomping their feet outside of an apartment.
Yeah. It's not easy to stay positive, but you have to realize that you are one in a million.
Yep.
And that no one can replace you. There's only one you, and you are a boss. I can't cuss, but you know where I'm going with this.
A bouse.
You a bad but person.
Hey!
Drop
That
the
was-
mic.
Would you rather always have to sing instead of speaking or dance everywhere you went?
Dance everywhere.
I'm gonna have to go dancing too.
Yes. Yes. Get it. Yes. Do it. Yes. Get it. Go. Wait, what was that?
Yeah, that's it for today.
Thanks for tuning in.
If you have more to say on this topic and want us to talk about other things,
Or you have questions
yes,
you'd like answered.
then hit us up on the Instagram.
Or leave a comment.
Yes, do one of the two. Just hit us up. Act Natural Blog, Instagram. Hit
Yep.
us up.
Yep. And you're gonna put links.
I'm gonna put a link below.
Links.
Links.
Also subscribe for more content.
Subscribe.
I hate that word because it
Subscribe,
makes us
like,
feel
and comment.
like YouTubers, but you know what I mean.
We are YouTubers now. That's a lot of hands.
Handsy.
We're very handsy. Don't be handsy.
No, it's bad. Unless it's dancy. Dancy, handsy's okay.
Don't be handsy. Be dancy. Cut that shit out.